Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of Dungeon Boys, episode 28. My name's Keith, I'm your DM.
I'm Josh, playing as Arlo.
I'm Zenas, playing as Grim.
And I'm Brice, playing as Jack Law.
You're everybody's favorite. No, I'm just kidding.
I almost said this is Arlo playing as me.
I was going to call you on that, but...
Bryce once made the comment that he was everybody's favorite character.
Oh, he is.
But who knows?
He's
Tell
my
us-
favorite character.
Follow us on Twitter at Tank Media Games. Let us know who your favorite character is. And just let us know how we're doing. Let us know you're listening to the show. I know there's at least a few people out there who aren't letting us know that you're listening.
Special shout out, John Goodman. We love you.
Yeah. The last episode, we offended John Goodman. Hopefully he's cool. This episode, of course, is brought to you by Deuce Barbecue, which is, of course, not a sponsor. So, if you're just joining us, go back, check out our first two recap episodes, episodes 10, around episode 10 and around episode 20, so you can get caught up and then, join us for the, 21 through 28 now.
If you dare.
But jump in right here. What's happening is the party is down in a cave. They are dealing with the gnomish god of performance and humor. They are trying to procure a mask of many faces for a dwarvish treasure hunter named Simon, because if they can do that, he will give them a key that they cannot continue on their quest without. So they're trying to get to a city named Buckland. They were told not to go there without this certain key. Simon has a key and they're trying to help him out. So last episode they were able to enter the cave where the mask is supposed to be, and they were playing a game orchestrated by Garl Glittergold, the god, the gnomish god of, performance and humor, who set up a wardrobe thing where they are supposed to be able to perform and act like a certain creature whenever it comes out of the wardrobe. If they fail, we learned last time that there are consequences, that there's combat. You have to kill that creature. So, what just happened, they've just killed a troll. There's only one person left to play the game because their companion Burb was let off the hook. Burb is, Garl is giving Burb a break. Burb is not super...
Even the gods respect Burb.
Yeah, even the gods respect Burb. They just know that Burb is only here because he has to follow you, or he does follow you. There's no... he's not really gotten any motivation to be here besides that. So, the last thing was Jack walked up to the wardrobe, and he was about to choose his. And so, gameplay begins.
I picked the one in the top back left.
Oh, to the left of what's it called?
Left of center.
Okay. Hold on, let me make sure I got that.
You do what you gotta do.
So all of us are standing kind of in the center of the room now.
Yeah, you are sitting in the center of the room. And with that, Garl, all right, everyone, give Jack some room. This is still an individual performance. Please, everyone to the edge of the room, please, if you don't mind.
I go back to where it was, and I sit down cross-legged and hunch forward.
Nice.
Resting.
I guess I'll tell my two summoned dire wolves, all right, come on, you got way now, come on.
Okay.
I take a deep breath and approach.
All right, when you point at your wardrobe, it comes sliding across like the rest have and places itself in front of you. As it does that, Garl says, "Ooh, one of my favorites. I just love to look at these." And whenever the doors open, you can hear the clanking of metal. And then what steps out of the wardrobe is a knight in shining armor with a great sword in his hand.
Jack's eyebrows go up.
Yeah, and so he's a very tall, burly looking fella, and he says, "Hello there. Who might you be, fellow knight?" And Jack has transformed to look like a knight. You're now standing across from him. The crest on his shield is a gnome, is a little gnome standing there with like the two performance faces, like the white mask of the happiness and the sadness, and then one mask above it with just a straight face on it, and he's holding the shield up. You're standing there with your shield and your sword in your hand. Yours actually, on your shield, there's the mask that you wear, as well as kind of patterns that look like leaves, but they look like they're splotchy and kind of made of blood that go around it. And you're holding it there in front of him.
Greetings, fellow knight. I am Jack Law. I am a knight in the order of the Glittergold family.
Can't roll again. What did you roll?
What is it? Performance?
Yep.
8.
You ought to be decent on performance with charisma, right?
Huh? No, I don't have high charisma.
Oh. Yeah, you're not a warlock in this one. You're not full warlock. All right. So the knight, you can see kind of behind the metal helmet that he's wearing. His eyes squint, and he says, "You're no knight of the Glittergold. You're no knight of the Glittergold table. I've never seen you before. How about thee?" And so you failed the performance check. He steps back and pulls his sword and gets ready for combat. And I need you to roll initiative.
Ooh, I hope I'm first.
All of us?
Sure, you can give it a shot.
I got 20. Not natural.
Okay. He did not.
4 for me, and 3 for the wolves.
I got a 4, so...
Alright. 6.
I got a 6.
Oh, come on! 5.
I got a 6.
Alright.
The only charisma thing that Jack has put any stock into is intimidation.
Okay.
Because he's not one to try and deceive.
Alright, so Jack, you will be first, followed closely by the knight.
Cool. Well then, like, you can cinematize it the way you want, but what I'm seeing is like...
Also, whenever... I want to let you know before letting the audience know, whenever combat begins, you de-knight. You are no longer a knight. I want to make sure I didn't get all the way through it. Okay, so now Jack is no longer a knight.
So, as the knight visage is falling away, I'm like, it's almost like I'm kind of dashing out of the mirage of the night as it like fades away.
Okay.
You see Jack just straight through it like it was a cloud of, like a projection almost. And I'm gonna go booming blade straight for the knight's like, kind of. He's like up ready to strike, right?
Yeah.
Then I'm going like right up under his armpit.
Nice. As you do that, Garl says, "I can't decide whether I like this part or the performance better."
While he's rolling, how far do we back up?
Huh?
Because we backed up. How
You
far
went all the way to the edge. You're back 50 feet away.
Do it.
Will a 15 do it? A 15 will not do it.
Then I'm going to disengage and kind of swoosh back a little.
Okay. How far?
Like 30 feet or 10 feet.
Okay, so you come in for the attack. You go to get up under his armpit, but he is able to like drop his arm down, and all you can connect with is some of his armor, and it chinks off with your cleaver. And he stands there ready to go, and you back up 10 feet. It is now his turn. He is going to try to hit you with his greatsword. He's going to come in and swing his greatsword at you.
I'm ready.
Will an 8 hit?
No.
All right,
8?
so he's going to swing twice. Try again. Will a non-natural 20 hit you?
Unnatural 20?
Yep.
Yes, it will.
Okay.
I'm going to use my uncanny dodge to half that.
Damage?
Yeah.
Okay, you're going to use reaction uncanny dodge to have that damage. It's only going to be 7 damage you take.
After halving?
Nope, you're going to take 4 damage after. You round up or round down?
I feel like it'd be round up. Well,
Okay.
we never round up our attacks. I don't know.
We'll round down. 3 damage.
Okay.
So he swipes at you, but with your uncanny dodge, you're able to get back just enough, and just the tip of the blade cuts into your chest as it goes by. And he says, "Get back here! I will have your head." And now it is Grimm's turn.
Oh, shoot. 50 feet away, you say?
Yep.
Let me see. Where is the thing? Where are you? There you are. Okay. I'm going to... Yeah, I'm just going to cast... I'm going to run forward 30 feet, and I'm going to cast a guiding bolt on Mr. Knight.
I cast fist.
A flash of light streaks toward a creature of your choice within range. Make a ranged spell attack against the target. I don't remember this number. Will an 11 hit?
An 11 will not hit for a reason I'm about to tell you. Whenever you fire the guiding bolt, it actually is headed directly at him, but whenever it gets kind of anywhere within 10 feet of this battle happening, it hits the kind of what looks like a field around them. The magic just stops and kind of it produces some light that washes over this combat area. And whenever it happens and all of you see that, Garl says, "Well, actually, I gave you all a break on the first one. I let you all kind of have at the troll, but really, this is supposed to be an individual performance, so why don't we all see how Jack does by himself?"
Jack's grip tightens on his cleaver.
And the grip tightens on the knight's thing. You are dealing with a god here. So he it's now your turn again, Jack. Well, no, I mean y'all can act or whatever. I can run through initiative and let you shoot at this force field if you want. I shouldn't do that.
I want to give it a go.
Okay.
But I just want to take my turn to use I guess it's dash, and I just want to get to the edge of where I can.
Cool. All right.
I want to get close as I can.
Arlo dashes forward. What about your two wolves, buddy boy?
I want to do the same thing. I want to have one on either side.
Okay, so the wolves dash forward. It's 50 feet, so I don't know if you can get to the other side of either side of you.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Left and right, there's a wolf right beside you. Simon says, you can hear him under his breath say, "What a relief." And Burb says, "Oh, no. Come on, friend." And he sprints his 30 feet. Or no, he dashes up and goes his 60 and gets close, or however far he can go. He goes with you.
Yeah, you got this, brother. We're right here with you.
So you're now, in a ring.
Jack again kind of squeezes his eyes shut for like half a second just to...
Yeah.
And he opens them back up, ready to go. No fear in his eyes whatsoever.
Okay. You hear Bird from outside this little field saying, "Come on, thespian."
Look at his eyes crinkle now with a smile beneath his mask.
Okay.
All right, now running forward, slash diagonally into like the neck collarbone area. Roll the same thing.
Oh no.
But I'm going to use a luck point this time
Okay.
because I'm getting tired of rolling 15s. There we go. Will an 18 do it?
It will hit.
Okay. So
you bring your cleaver crashing down into his armor,
indeed.
breaking through it just enough to deal some damage on the shoulder, on the neck.
25 damage.
Wow, slicing down to the bone.
Then disengage and move back the 10 feet again. Or to the edge of that force field around me.
Sorry, real quick, how much was the damage you said?
25.
Alright, so you're moving backwards again with your... Okay, cool. So you you dig down through his armor with a swipe, pressed on by Grimm's attack in your try to help you out, and Arlo and Burb's, affections. You're able to press down through the armor and deep into the knight's shoulder, almost down to his collarbone. And as you pull it out, blood comes out of that wound in his armor, the chink in his armor. And he says, "Oh, you are quite the opponent." He is going to swing at you now with his great sword again. Excuse me. Okay. Will a 13 hit?
No.
What about over 20? 22.
Yes.
All right, he swipes at you again for this time doing 13 damage.
Okay.
Cleric to the fighter. How are you looking? How much hit points do you have? DM, you can't ask that. On a scale of 1 to 69, how are you looking? About a 13, Jimmy.
Okay, so he comes
three
at you
references
with his great sword this time, and he jams it down, and he gets into your thigh with it, and he passes through the side of your leg. Blood begins to leak down your pants. Sorry, that was
in Jack's pain, he's kind of grunts out, "You're not so bad yourself." And my turn again.
I like this honorable duel. I like it.
Can I take a moment since I'm somewhere after?
It's a Grimm's turn, actually. Yep.
Yeah, I want to move the rest of the 20 feet up, and I want to just kind of punch at the force field. Do I need to roll?
As you're doing that, you can hear Simon yelling, Why are you wasting your time, Grim? You know you can't get to him.
Oh wait, he ran towards me. He takes 2d8 booming blade damage.
Yeah, I guess if you did booming blades, 2d8, roll damage then. Sorry. 2d8, man, that's tough.
Yes, sir. 12.
Yikes. Okay. He is not looking good after that one. Oh. He's low on that.
So do I need to roll or just punch?
Yeah, pretty much just punch.
Okay.
You can roll for damage to see what it looks like.
I'm good.
Okay. So yeah,
I'm just gonna like hit it and then just not say anything. I'm just gonna clasp my arms behind my back and just kind of stare and watch.
Yeah, your fist hits this field and it kind of like presses in, but boom, bounces back and like the light kind of goes around, kind of like the ray shields on episode 3 of Star Wars.
That movie didn't happen.
Huh?
So that movie didn't happen.
Why?
Nobody liked the third one.
We don't.
I liked it a lot when I was a child.
Wait,
It's the only one I saw in theaters.
Yeah, that movie holds a special place in my heart.
Yeah.
I love Obi-Wan and Anakin.
Oh,
But at me, fight me on that. It's not as bad as Phantom Menace.
I like that one.
Yeah, I like it too.
that
I
one
was
too.
trying to appease the internet.
the battle continues on
I like the view of like the knight kind of came at me after my attack, and he rushed forward just to like swipe at me, and he gets it. He does it, and it wasn't until after that the booming blade takes effect. I feel like it's kind of like it's a vibration kind of racking his body, so
Sure.
I feel like the armor kind of rattles around and all.
Gotcha. Arlo, it's your turn. And also, I don't know if you wanted to respond to Simon saying that thing about why are you wasting your time.
I'm ignoring him.
Okay,
I have no time for him.
I'm just trying to produce that narrative. What's up?
Jack, you got this, man. You just gotta suck less. And I cast Healing Word.
It's like you can see a green kind of push on the shield, and that energy kind of comes back towards you.
I at least wanted to try.
Sure.
Thank you for your support, Arlo, but I think I've got this.
And whenever it's happening, you hear Garl Glittergold say, "Ooh, this is touching. You can't help him, but you still want to try. What beautiful performance from you all."
Who wouldn't want to help their friends?
It would seem some people.
Everyone turns to Simon Squared.
What'd you do?
I used a luck point is what I did.
Oh, okay.
That would be a 23 to hit.
That will hit him.
Okay. So
Rolling that damage.
28 damage.
Okay, so you hit. Where are you swiping with this one? I will reveal to you. This will be the killing blow.
I kind of want to like dash past him and at the same time just bring the edge of the blade straight into like his kind of gut area.
Mm-hmm.
Like just want to fold him in half almost.
Okay, so you dash past him and you jam the blade into his gut. You feel the pressure of his armor. It's not giving on your way by, and then you pull it through, and you can feel your blade go not only through the armor but into his belly. You can feel it pass through organ and flesh and into his spine in the back. You almost cut him in half, and then you pull it out, and he drops his sword as you run past him, anime style, and he grabs his stomach and he drops to a knee, and he says, he turns and he says, "You are an honorable fighter. It was my pleasure to die at your blade." He falls on the ground, dead, blood leaking out of him.
I kind of like incline my head towards him, just his body.
Okay. And Garl says, "Ooh, how honorable! I don't understand why anyone would say that after they were just killed by someone, but either way, it was fun to watch. Okay, clean it up." And as that happens, as he says that, the knight's body is dragged across the floor by an unseen force and sucked into the wardrobe, and the wardrobe, slides back over to where it was.
It's just Garl like grabbing onto his ankle, just tiptoeing over there and slinging him back in.
Yeah, it's all. Yeah, It's just he is just invisible, like walking around there.
Put away the toys.
Yeah. So after that, Garl says, "One Wonderful, 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 wonderful. Burb, I told you would have the opportunity to participate. Would you like to? And Burb, like, kind of shrinks back a little bit. He walks back towards the wall and just kind of, like, you know, looks down and shakes his head and says, Burb already thespian. And Garl responds to him by saying, Of course, Burb, I'm not going to make you participate. That was quite a fight. I don't believe you could handle something like that.
Could I try to walk towards where Jack is?
Absolutely. There's nothing stopping you.
Nothing there? All right. I wanna reach out and pat Jack, like, not on the back, I guess, but on the side. I'm kind of short.
Yeah.
So, that was a good fight. Sorry we couldn't be of more help, but I wanted to cast Cure Wounds.
Sweet. Thank you, Arlo. It was an excellent fight. I enjoyed it very much.
Me too.
You get a whole 8 back.
Woo.
So what's next, Garl?
As you say that, Simon, you waddles back over to you guys and says, like, yes, indeed. What's next? That was, yes, Jack, wonderful, very interesting, great fight and all, honorable, blah, 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 blah. We've done what you've asked, Garl. Now, where is the mask? We've done everything you've required of us. Garl says, you know what, Mr. Simon? You're right. You have done everything that I have asked, so it is time for me to give you the Mask of Many Faces. Would you like that, Simon? Yes, of course I would like that. That's why we're here. We're here. Huh?
I can't.
Secretly, Arlo has been thinking the whole time, this is a mask for small faces. Like many faces.
I still arms clasped behind my back.
It's
Just
a
take
finger
one big step backward. Just away.
Away from all this?
Yep. I'm still watching, and I'm waiting.
So,
We're watching,
please excuse me. Hold on.
and we're waiting.
He says, well, before I do all that, Simon, of course I will be giving you the Mask of Many Faces. You're the reason that everyone's here, of course.
Can I roll insight on that?
What?
On the fact that he's giving him the mask and not going to blow us all up.
Sure.
Okay.
You can't see him, so I'm going to have to impose disadvantage.
I don't need it.
Why?
I got a 3.
Okay. Yeah, it sounds like he's telling the truth.
Okay.
Ooh, can I roll insight?
Sure.
I'm good at it.
Mr. Yeah.
14.
I need not your
To
disadvantage.
the best of your knowledge, he does seem to be. I feel like in order to make insight checks, work, and not like oh, he rolled, that means he's obviously lying. I just have to know whether I know or not. I should roll on every insight check you make, so it doesn't seem like on the ones that they're definitely lying. I roll. Josh rolls a 20 for insight, but you defeat him in both. But he seems to be telling the truth.
Did he beat my 3?
Yeah, he did beat your 3, Brice. He did. Yeah. He seems to be telling the complete truth that he does intend to give Simon the Mask of Many Faces. So he steps out of the wardrobe, actually. The giant wardrobe in the center opens up, and out steps Garl Glittergold. He's standing on the edge of where the wardrobe opens up, and he hops down onto the floor. Garl Glittergold is a gnome. He has golden hair. He has exceptionally applied eye makeup on. His clothes look very Shakespearean, very puffy, very, flowy and velvety. And he holds an obsidian cane, like a black stone-looking cane, very black. And he says, again, well done, everyone. Now, you may not all be actors yet, but boy, did I have a good laugh at your expense. You heard me laughing, didn't you? You may not all be actors, but at least you tried. And trying is half the battle. Anyway, I suppose since you played my game, of course, Dwarf, I will be giving you the Mask of Many Faces. So, Simon, please, come, so I can give you the mask. Simon says, well, it's about time, okay? I'm ready to get out of here. It's been a long day, and I'd like to just get back to the inn with my haul, please.
Arlo looks very confused by the whole process.
So, are the 3 of you kind of standing together, 4 of you? Or
I guess we're like
standing
standing off to the side, yeah. We're not right there in front of the wardrobe.
Yeah. So Simon separates himself from you all. He steps up to the wardrobe, and Garl reaches back up. His arm kind of stretches out a little bit, and he reaches back up into the wardrobe, and he pulls out this mask. It's just
and he just beat Simon to death with it.
It's very reminiscent of the wooden mask from Skyrim, if you know what I'm talking about, with that dragon thing, that wooden mask with like the slit eyes.
Who don't know?
I never got all of those in Skyrim.
I thought you were going to say from the mask.
No, it's very reminiscent of that, and he hands Simon the mask of many faces, and Simon says, "Wonderful, wonderful. Ooh, this is a very." God, I'm taken aback. This is such a powerful item. I do appreciate it, of course. But all right, fellows, it's time for us to get going. You all, let's turn around. Let's go. He turns around. He says, "But
you have some kind of key or something?"
Oh yes, I'll give you the key. Don't worry, I'll give you the key. But first, why don't I try this on? I'll try on the mask." That was me messing up my breathing, not a character thing. So he takes it and he says, "All right. I think I'll pretend to be grim over there. I've never been bald before." And he presses the mask against his face, and as he does, roll perception.
16.
24.
18.
Jack over there looking real good.
Yeah, all of you see behind Simon. You can look past Simon, and you see on Garl Glittergold's face.
Grim was expecting this.
Okay.
So that's why he stepped back, and he's kind of just being smug about the whole situation. He just leans out to look behind Simon.
Okay. So he looks behind. You look behind, and you see Garl Glittergold with a very wide smirk on his face. And as soon as Simon puts on the mask, his head shrinks down to very tiny. Immediately, the mask, when he puts it on, it shrinks down. His head is the size of a pea. Not the size of a pea. His head's probably the size of like a grapefruit.
Off to the side, Arlo throws both hands into the air and says, "Called it!"
I'm wondering where the lines between Zenas and Grim and Arlo and Josh are separating, but I'm happy that you all expected this. His face shrinks down very small, and you can hear him like gasping for air, and he like spins around, and like you can see that he's reaching out for Garl as he steps forward.
Can I run forward and try to pull the amulet off of his neck?
Sure.
What roll?
I need you to roll.
Sleight of hand.
Yeah, let's roll sleight of hand.
19.
Yeah, you successfully snatched that amulet right off his neck. And he, with his last breath, he squeaks and falls over to the ground, dead.
Dang it.
Why?
I was going to try and sleight of hand the mask off of his face.
He's dead. His face is very tiny. I will allow one sleight of hand motion on this very quick death he just experienced. I apologize. But he hits the ground sideways, and Garl walks over there, like just laughing his head off. Oh God! It's the mask of many faces, like miniature faces. Oh my! What humorous! Oh God, that's funny.
Mr. Glitterman, I thought it was just for like gnome, like little faces.
No. That mask turns your face miniature, but not the rest of you. See, so he was the same size everywhere, but his face and his head is smaller, so he couldn't breathe, and none of his tubes worked. God, that's funny.
I've always heard it's critical to have properly functioning tubes.
It is critical to have Yes, Grim.
Sir,
more about tubes.
Yeah, no, not about the tubes. That was. I was trying to kill him earlier, and that was very good to see.
I'm very glad to satisfy you.
Do you have the key though?
Oh yes. Well, just say you all rolled good perception. When his head popped really short, you heard like a tinkling behind him, and it was the key falling out of his dreadlocks.
Oh, good.
You didn't search him well enough, Jack.
You didn't.
Tiny head.
I remember when you searched him, and I had it in mind then. You just didn't roll high enough to search his dreadlocks.
What did I roll?
Well, it was pretty high, but not high enough.
Garl
Glittergold, during his laughter, giggles over there and pulls the mask off of his face. It goes to normal size, and then he like tosses it back in his wardrobe very quickly. He says, "All right, go ahead. This is it. It's over."
I go pick up the key.
Oh yeah, you can have that. I don't care about that. Absolutely.
Thank you, sir. This was entertaining.
I'm very glad. That's all I've got. If you send others for the show, don't tell them any of my secrets, please.
You don't leave here very much, do you?
I leave all the time. I'm very rarely here.
Oh.
Lucky us.
I was going to say you ought to get out a little bit more, but maybe you ought to stay here a little bit more. I don't
Well,
know.
of course, I am a god. I can be many places all the time. But, you know, I only came here when you ever put the stone in the bowl, Jack. It's not that it's happenstance I was here when you put the stone in the bowl. I'm here because of the stone in the bowl. But you go ahead. Move along.
Jack moves along.
I leave. I pick up the key.
Oh, you were going to leave! Oh, you're going to leave empty-handed without anything. There's a mask of M-A-N-Y faces here. You believe me. And you tried to leave. Oh, I'll give you the mask. You
Who's
earned
Manny?
it. Arlo.
Arlo,
You're
please.
supposed to be teaching him to read. We're watching everything you guys are doing, the gods and I.
We?
Yes,
Halo?
you all are supposed. Yeah, all the gods. We're watching all things all the time. But you're supposed to be teaching him to read. Teach him better.
I'm not teaching him sarcasm.
Man,
That would be the death of us all.
Arlo wants to lead into Grim. Who's Manny?
He means many, as in more than one.
Yes, Arlo. Remember your lessons. Yes, you were about to leave. Now I've got the mask of many faces. Here you go. And he reaches back into.
Okay.
He reaches back into the wardrobe and pulls out an identical mask to the one that you just saw, and he holds it out.
I give Jack the necklace back.
Jack walks outside. Thank you, Grim. I need a deep breath.
He's holding it out. Please, I
Can
swear
I'm
on
gonna-
my
I'm gonna
life,
roll insight
this
on-
is the mask of many M-A-N-Y faces. I
I'm gonna roll
promise.
insight,
Absolutely.
but I'm also gonna reach out and take it. I rolled a 17. Also, I think technically you just set a DC for this, but I mean, you
yeah, I can do that.
It's whatever. It's more exciting.
He seems to be very much telling the truth.
I take it.
Okay. He says, "Okay, now let me tell you how it works. When you put it on, it actually works for up to 5 people. When you put it on, Grim, or whoever puts it on, you can choose a disguise. Say you want to be a group of merchants, or you want to be a group of bird people like Burb over there. It's possible for you to do all that with a group of 5 people. All you have to do is be touching those people whenever you want to change, and then put on the mask, and you will have many faces."
That is
Ha
very cool. Thank you,
kinda
Garl.
You're
Truly.
very welcome. You played all of my game. We've had such a good time. It was wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. I've had a wonderful time. Thank you.
Yeah, listen, you're kind of an interesting character. I don't meet many gnomish gods.
There's only one. It's me.
Oh, okay. Well, that's probably why I don't meet many of them. I hope that our paths cross again sometime.
Arlo, I have no doubt that they will. But I have no reason to say that. I just, I think it would make you feel happy for me to say that.
Sounds good.
We do his pockets.
We're going over to Buckland next. If you're over there, just look up.
Yeah, we're kind of everywhere. We can be everywhere whenever we want, but absolutely, Arlo, it was a pleasure to meet you. You're a wonderful member of our race.
Would you mind terribly if I searched Simon?
Oh, no, absolutely. We gods don't frown upon looting.
Alright,
You earned it.
don't-
He was a piece of garbage. He didn't do anything.
Did he pay
was.
us fully to begin with?
No.
No.
He wasn't paying you anything.
Yeah,
Oh,
you
it was just the key?
Yeah, I think that was just
Okay.
the key.
While he's looting and pillaging, I want to call my 2 direwolves over, and I want to have them kneel down so me and Bird can climb up.
Okay.
We're gonna get a ride.
I thought you said meal down. You were going to have him, just, come on, chow down. There's a fresh body here.
That's what I was going for first as well.
Hey, we did that with the vultures. It worked.
Did
Bird?
you roll something?
I mean, you have infinite time to search his pockets. You find he keeps very little gold on him. You found 20 gold pieces on his person, but other than that, you could pick up his short sword or his violin if you want. Neither of them look particularly valuable.
Graham,
Yes.
that's a fiddle down there.
It's a violin.
Yeah, one of them. Hand that up this way.
You mean... Okay. I take it and chuckle and pass it back to Arlo.
Thank you, sir. I've seen this played a lot of times. I've always wanted to learn that.
I hope you do.
Yes, Arlo, if you're going to try to practice that, please don't do it in here. Please leave before you practice that.
Immediately start practicing.
Arlo?
No, I'm just kidding.
Uses Burb's sword to do it.
Burb looks up to you before he gets on the wolf, and he says, he pets the wolf. He says, "Come on, friend."
Be all right, Bird. Go ahead and climb on up.
Come on. And he saddles up and shimmies into the position on the back of the wolf.
Ride, Bird.
I do the servant's bell, where I put my hand, my arm down by my waist and just kind of lean forward. And thank you for this entertaining night, Garl.
You're very welcome. It's not quite night yet. You've got a little bit more day ahead of you.
It's been a while. I've forgotten.
Yes. I would like to tell you.
You got something to eat around here?
Oh, that's not my job. You can feed yourself. As you may or may not know, the other gods have created some magical items and stashed them all over creation as well. This is not the only very powerful magical item you might find, and to be honest, I love performance and I love humor. This is, of course, not the most powerful magical item there is. There's magic that does more than this. But we've had hidden items all over the world. If you come across another, do your best to grab it. After all, we made them in the hopes that someone would find them. We certainly don't need them.
Oh, I'm going to do that, Garl.
I hope you do, Grim.
I'm going to take them
are
all.
All of them as cheerful as you
as
are?
many as I can.
Nope, that is not the case. Not all gods are as cheerful as me. I consider myself, the comic relief.
How is Paylor?
Oh, he's well. Very well.
I mean, in demeanor.
Oh, I would say he's probably middle of the road. I wouldn't call him, bright and cheery, but I also wouldn't call him doom and gloom.
That is good to know.
I've known him to laugh a few times, but it takes a real good joke on my behalf to laugh.
Well, I think we're all fortunate that we had a chance to meet you, Mr. Glitterman.
Oh, that is absolutely the truth. You are fortunate to have met me.
Indeed.
Now, real quickly, of course, and I would like to say, you all, the three of you, Burb as well, keep doing what you're doing. We know what the High Council is up to, so we think that you're doing the right thing. So, we're rooting for you, servants of the scale, or whatever you call yourselves.
Dang.
Well,
That's a pod racer.
thank you.
Golly,
Keeps going.
Yeah.
It doesn't sound like he's gotten any farther away. Redneck TIE fighter.
What I said was, we're really rooting for you, servants of the scale. What?
Oh, God. Well,
I said.
it's good to know we're on the side of right in this thing.
Of course, I mean, we gods certainly think you're on the side of the right. Most of us, anyway, of course. And he winks at you, and then he kind of cuts a backflip up onto the edge of the wardrobe, and he grabs the two doors from the inside, and he says,
Two-finger salute.
okay.
Jack waves.
He gives you all a nod, and he says, "We'll be seeing you!" And goes backwards into the wardrobe, slams it shut. Whenever he does, all the wardrobes disappear. And the light begins to shine kind of again. I never said that it closed, but the outside door is closed. And light begins to shine from the doors that you walked in through. Oh, excuse me for the belch.
Bird.
Jack was by the door, so he's gonna walk out. I'm gonna go get the courage.
Okay.
Yeah, well, this was fun, Arlo. I'm going to leave now. And I leave like this. I'm leaving. Come on, Arlo.
Okay.
Bird, you qualified on operating a wagon. I think you can drive a wolf doggy.
Burb have to drive wolf doggy and carriage.
No, you'll be all right. I think Jack got the carriage.
Burb.
Also, we got to figure out how to spell thespian.
Burb
T-H-E-S.
ride wolf for a minute, but Burb really like driving cart.
Go on, Bird. Drive that car.
Burb trots out on this wolf back towards the cart.
Why not?
So you guys all leave this cave situation. You all walk back out onto the stage, and whenever the last one, whether it's Burb, Arlo, or whoever, walks out of the cave, the curtains close behind you.
The end.
Fiend. All right.
Jack, how are you doing?
I'm okay, Grim.
Like emotionally, or like
In
Are you asking that in game?
any sense of the word.
Huh?
Any sense. You seem troubled.
I'm a bit shaken by what I saw, but I will be well soon enough.
Burb says, What see?
I saw a bit of my past, Burb. Did everyone see the same thing?
well, I saw my past. You saw your past?
Indeed. Burb, what did you see?
Burb saw
Death.
Burb saw family. Burb saw bad man. Show me Burb freed.
Sorry you had to go through that, Burb.
You know, Bird, what I saw
Grim.
was different than
Are you
yours,
doing well?
but mine wasn't all the way
I
true
saw.
either. Maybe yours wasn't all the way true.
A disappointed father.
Burb not remember everything from the show.
Unfortunate.
Indeed.
I'd like to hear what y'all said again. Like, as a DM, I want to hear what you said.
We'll go through it again.
Alright.
Did you finish what you were doing? Oh, okay.
I think so. What did
Grim?
I say? What was the last thing I said?
You don't remember?
I'm pretty sure.
Burb
You
Bird
didn't
was
remember
talking.
that you said you didn't remember.
Burb, the last thing Burb says, Burb not remember everything in show.
Grim, are you doing well?
I don't remember what I said.
You said you were alright. I asked you what you saw.
Yeah, I know. I mean, I know what I said in general, but I'm fine.
What did you see?
I saw a disappointed father.
I'm sorry you had to see that. Yours did not seem disappointed in you.
Anyway. There are more important things to worry about, I suppose.
What next?
I suppose we...
Did the letters say to Buckland?
Indeed.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Summer house in Buckland, wasn't it?
I'll have to check. I pull out the letter again because I don't remember.
Make sure that it's on the sheet.
No, it's in the second filing cabinet. Third drawer. Can't miss it.
Jack pulls a filing cabinet out of his pocket. Actually, Grim, you had it, I think.
The gist of the letter. The gist of the letter was yes. You guys need to come and visit essentially the Full Hearts, the leaders of the servants of the Skill, the order that you're a part of. You're supposed to go to Buckland to visit their summer house, which is just a reason to a reason for you to go there in the letter. And it said, don't go there without the key. You need to get the key from Simon. He probably wouldn't recognize you, and get to Buckland somehow.
Hey, Jack, them Full Hearts, is that the ones that we saw a little girl disappear?
Indeed, I believe it is.
Teddy bear?
Yes.
Huh, this should
You
be
would?
interesting.
Yeah, sorry. The DM oohed and said, Zenas, when you looted his body, you also found those tickets that he offered you. Those kind of forged tickets to go on boats.
I've got tickets, gentlemen. Let's find us a boat.
Wait, a boat?
Yes.
There was a boat in my version of the performance. I've never been on a boat.
Neither have I. This will be fun. I look at the tickets. Do they say a destination or the
Paradise.
starting point? No.
No, it's essentially it says Strongwater Transport Company on there, and you know that you're on the road that kind of leads to Strongwater. I think Simon mentioned it in one of our last sessions that's the nearest kind of like port city or port town or whatever. You're fairly nearby there. It'll take you a couple days to travel that direction, but the tickets do say Strongwater Transport Company.
Strongwater tickets.
Burb says, "What boat?"
The Strongwater Transport Company has a boat. Burb, we have tickets to use it.
Grim, I think he actually means what is a boat.
Oh.
Yes, what boat?
What
Yes.
is boat, Burb?
Big old thing floats on the
What
water.
is boat, Burb?
Big old thing floats on the water, carries people around.
Like a cart, but for the water.
Burb drive boat.
Maybe not
Let's go
this
find
one,
a boat first.
Okay, Burb drive boat when we find boat.
Gentlemen, are we heading straight there, or shall we make a pass back through town to sleep for the night?
Well, we could rest in the wagon.
We could.
We traveled a long time from town.
Did we?
Yeah, it was a couple days or something.
Oh.
A little while.
I say we head towards the boat.
I agree.
Unless you're welcome to go to town. Burp just thinks it was a long way.
I'll take first crack at driving. Y'all go ahead and rest.
Sounds good to me.
Arlo, you've made potions in the past, have you not?
Oh, yeah.
Do you want to see if there's anything around here you can gather to make a few? And I will
look around.
Take up driving.
That sounds good. Yeah, just take it nice and slow. We'll look around as we're heading out.
Cool.
Roll nature.
Roll a nature
check. It is okay to do
18 for French nature.
Oh, very well. You found enough for, I said, two potions.
Normally we roll like a D4 or something, right?
Oh, yes. Yeah, roll a D4. I forgot how we do.
It is a 2.
Fur.
You'll find a fur potions instead of the 2.
I give 1 to everybody. Bird gets 1 too.
Nice.
So I keep 1 and then everybody else get 1.
What are these, like the smallest or?
I'm gonna leave that up to the DM.
Yeah, they're just regular healing potions, I think. Kind of like whatever regular middle of the road sitch.
2d4?
Yeah.
Plus
It's
anything,
weird.
or just 2d4?
2d4 plus 2, I think.
All right.
2 pot.
I think, let me check, I don't know. There's so much information.
Alright, so you guys take out whatever map it is you have on hand, which you kind of have of the world, I guess, or the general region. And based on the way that you're looking at the map, it looks like it'll take about 3 days to travel to Strongwater by way of the path. You guys can do that in any way you want, or you guys can start get going any way you want.
I'm going to take that goblin carved axe handle I have, and I'm just going to throw it into the woods.
Wait, the what?
You remember in like one of the first episodes, we found off these goblins.
Oh,
and you
I
said
forgot
there's a axe handle.
Yeah.
I picked it up.
Okay,
I thought it was
sure. You're
interesting.
getting rid of it?
I don't want it anymore, so
Okay.
I'm chucking it in the woods.
You are not worthy.
Herb says, what's that?
It was an axe handle I took from a dead goblin.
You mean the first things we fought in
Yes.
this campaign?
Good enough, Herb.
If I still have 2 dire wolves summoned, one of them is gonna no.
I throw the dire wolf.
Fetch.
Can I take a look at my mirror of positive reinforcement?
You absolutely can look at your mirror of positive
I'm
reinforcement.
gonna whoop that bad boy out. Let's see what we see.
You're going to
So
whoop
you
him.
see your own visage looking back at you. You see your own Arlo, but this Arlo's beard is very tightly trimmed. He looks very youthful and healthy. And he's got a big old smile across his face.
He juices.
And he says, I have a positive compliment for you in many of, different arenas. What would you like to hear?
How are we doing as a group?
All I can say is you, Arlo, you're doing great. You
Hey,
look
man.
good, you fight good, and you're real good to burn.
Well, that sounds good. That's just what I need to hear.
I surely got no complaints.
And you smell.
No.
Okay.
Feeling pretty good. Thank you.
You're absolutely welcome. Bust me out anytime you're feeling blue.
I'll just take the mirror and
Sorry,
put it
so
back in my pocket.
bust me out anytime you're feeling sad. Whatever you would understand. Don't make me confuse your own self by yourself.
Only Arlo could do that.
Right.
Cool beans. Arlo is feeling good.
So who's
This-
How
driving?
am I doing, Gary Busey? Good, keep it up.
I don't understand that.
It's from Family Guy.
Okay, gotcha.
He's looking in a mirror at himself and he talks back to himself.
So does the mirror actually change anything temporarily? It's just a feel good vibe.
It just feel if you were to do it in combat, and if you took an action to ask you, I would give you some sort of buff.
All right.
Like I'd give you something. It's not going to be huge, but if you decide to waste an action on it, I'd try to help you out with it. But in regular
Okay.
RP world, I'm not gonna.
Yeah, to this point, Arlo has not given serious thought to whooping out a mirror and asking myself, How you doing?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
You guys did a good job. Did a good job with the puzzle and whatever you want to call that or everything. So, what's next?
I guess we resting and heading on, man.
It's not quite nighttime yet. It's still, you guys got some daylight to burn. But y'all are welcome to, if y'all are resting here, you're resting on the cart, you're resting in the woods, what you doing?
I imagine it's been more than an hour. Are my wolves unsummoned now?
Have you left the amphitheater?
Yeah, we have, right?
Okay, sure. Yeah, y'all are clopping along. Your wolf has, your wolf has, I bumped it. Probably
Darn it.
Yeah,
I'm gonna say that Jack had or Brice had a pretty good description. Like they just, as they fade out, they kind of like turn into like leaves that just blow away on the wind.
That's very cool.
I like it. I'm going with that.
What'd you call hairy dog something? What'd you call the wolf earlier? Wolf pup, wolfy something?
Woofy dog.
Bird wants to call out to him and say, "Bye, wolfy dog." Okay, so we camping in the woods.
I'm gonna lay down in the cart and go to sleep.
Darn
Okay,
it.
are we? Y'all walk. Everybody can do that, but whoever's driving.
I can't. I'm not proficient with this.
I'll drive.
Okay.
No, I mean, I wanted to have an RP moment with Grim, but I kept trying to say that, but we kept doing
no,
stuff.
Wake me up, dude.
No!
Wake me up.
It's fine.
Wake me up.
He's not asleep yet.
I laid down and I'm like, just kind of close my eyes, hands crossed over my chest. Yes.
May I speak to you for a moment?
Sure.
I'm doing driving the cart because I was having Arlo like look for plants while we were kind of plotting along.
Okay.
Alright, so Arlo's in the back now.
Yeah.
I groan and get up and like flip over into the front.
Grim,
Yes.
we've been traveling together for a while now.
Yes.
Do you think I'm doing the right thing? All of this that we're doing? Do you think we're helping anyone?
I think so.
I feel like I could be doing more. I could be helping in greater ways than just killing.
That is possible. We didn't necessarily need to kill anyone in Fark.
Indeed. Did we?
Just a battle outside.
Oh, okay.
That's the only person you killed. I mean, you killed some gnolls.
Yeah.
I think it's possible.
Should we try anything different or just continue the path we've started?
I will continue this path as I see nothing wrong with it, but you do what you feel is best. Balance must be found within all of us, my friend.
Thank you for your console, Grim.
You're welcome.
You may return to your sleeping.
Thank you.
That thing you do. Good. Awesome.
I hope you sort this out.
I hope I do too.
I'd like to place an order for more moments like those. Those went down smooth.
Arlo, you got problems?
No, not. I don't mean right now. I just mean, want more of those coming down the pipe. Good on you.
Arlo
boys.
gets out of the shower.
both of you get inspiration for that.
First one, baby.
Yeah, both of you get inspiration for
My
that.
second one.
Grim, yours.
Grim, are you climbing in the back?
Yeah, I'm coming back in the back to take it out.
As you're climbing in the back, me and Burb are in the back. We're looking through Wither Branch's journal of all the beasts and stuff, and we're like, we know what these different beasts are. At least I do, and I'm trying to figure out how they're spelled, how you spell the name of them.
Okay. Burb's not helping you. Burb is like watching you the way like someone a nurse watches a surgeon do surgery.
I rolled 20 for perception.
But I'm trying to kind of sound it out and everything. And Burb's with me. I'm trying to say it's a learning moment for us.
Yeah, sure.
So.
I rolled a 20 for perception to see him, notice him doing that.
Okay, you notice him doing that.
Okay, I'm going to leave him alone, but I'm silently proud.
All right, Josh, why don't you roll an intelligence check for me?
Negative. What? No, I'm just kidding.
Negative 10.
Can I roll to multitask?
Grim, your specific inspiration point came when you said balance must be found within all of us.
Nat 20.
Very Jedi-like. You somehow are able to put together and sound out these words. Like you start with some of the beasts, like dire wolf, because you know what the picture is and you can know what they sound like, and then you know that what the letters sound like, and so then you put together the fact that okay, these letters make dire wolf. I know what a dire wolf is. Let me transfer that to other things. So now you you learn to read most of these monsters' names. So, like, if you were to see a basilisk, you could say, "Oh, that's a basilisk," or whatever. And now you know how that's spelled.
If I can see it written out.
Yeah. So you can you now know like how to read.
Do not poke the basilisk. It's in here.
Yeah, you know how you can now know like the names of most monsters. You know the names of most proper towns and cities and stuff like that. So you're learning at a very quick pace.
I would like to point out that Burb and I tried, but we couldn't find a thespian anywhere in that book of beasts.
Okay.
Okay.
Burb scratches his head.
Yeah.
Maybe we not ever know what thespian really is.
I don't know, Burb. We gotta just keep looking.
Okay.
Well, one day.
I want to go.
Side quest.
I want to like lean over from the thing and kind of like poke Burb in his chest. You are a thespian, Burb.
He dies.
Gently, just like a gentle boop. And then I'll roll back over.
How Burb thespian? Burb, I yell I thespian in cave, but not know what it means.
I think it means amazing.
Yes, Burb. Thespian means amazing. You are thespian.
All right.
Burb. You thespian, you.
He looks around and he like stands up in the cart and puts his arms out and says, "We are all thespian."
Thank you, Burb.
All right.
Is it possible that Jack could both drive the cart and study his wizard book?
Yeah, horses, are living
I've
things.
thought to do that before. It's not good.
You holding the reins in the book in front of you, and you kind of watch the road. So yeah, that's not a big deal.
Okay.
Absolutely, you could do that.
It's a cop on a horse behind a couple of trees up ahead. He's just waiting.
Literally texting and driving. That's pretty funny, huh?
It's on a mule.
So you guys are cruising.
I actually started laughing before I realized what you said, and it made me unhappy.
All right, this episode is going off the rails real quick. So when it comes, are y'all trying to get to a rest? What are we working on here?
I want to rest.
Okay.
I think we could all rest in turns because it's going to take us a little while to get there. So
yeah, I guess
I
my
do
question.
not need to
resting
sleep.
Is good.
Just light activity like
Okay.
sitting.
So you have all your supplies. You guys could certainly camp if you wanted to, or you could ride in the cart and rest in the cart.
Yeah.
I guess my question is, do you want to start a camping montage or not?
No camping montage. This is the whole point of the covering of the wagon.
Right. Okay. So
Oh,
you can
forgot about
rest
that.
while you drive.
Yeah.
Indeed.
Okay. Sounds good.
So yeah, I'm asleep.
Okay. Cool. So you guys are cruising down the way.
How, just from DM's eye view perspective, how is what season is this? How's it looking outside?
It is, I would say, fair.
Okay.
We'll call it. It is, late summer.
Oh, we're okay.
Yeah, it's late summer. The leaves are not changing yet, but you can feel the temperature is dropping from day to day. And it is, late summer. We're approaching fall.
I feel like I have a better bearing upon the world itself.
I'm so glad.
Yeah.
Immersion, baby. Immersion. All right, so you guys are cruising down. It's been a day and a half, maybe a little bit more. It's probably about 3 p.m. You're cruising. Everyone so far has had a full rest. You've taken shifts. Everybody's rested up. Everybody's good to go. So if you want to do that, you certainly can. If there's anything that needs to be done,
You can since we have rested and everything again. It's been another day. Can I search for more herbage?
Do you guys stop or you keep moving?
Well, I mean,
It depends
just
on
covered
how far
wagon.
it
We're just kind of clopping along.
Okay, I will say since you're on a really well-worn path, it'll be fairly hard for you to see stuff, but you can certainly roll.
All right. So does that mean roll with disadvantage or?
Yeah, I will say I will call it disadvantage because
that's a crit fail. So.
Yeah.
Super.
Burb is really interested in the monster book, not so much in nature. He wants to help you read with that, so he kind of keeps you from keeping a good eye out for herbs.
Okay.
I'm gonna use the ring of roundup to cover the cart in butterfly.
Okay, so there's a butterfly covered cart.
Lightly covered. It's not completely swarmed, but just on each of the bands that hold up the thing, there's a couple dozen butterflies.
That's cute. So you guys are clopping along. I like it. You guys are clopping along. Roll. Who is looking out the front of the wagon?
I'm driving.
Let's everybody roll perception. How about that?
I think Arlo and Burb are kind of looking out the back.
Okay.
25.
Perception?
I was actually gonna say
1. While driving?
Grim is like...
Hope we're not looking for orphans.
With his arm like over the thing, just kind of head poking out, just paying attention.
Yeah. For those listening, they're traveling in a covered wagon that they procured.
Well, we procured the wagon, and then it was skillfully covered by the good people of Fark at the command of Jack.
With some personal cost to me.
Yeah.
21 to look.
Okay, so Arlo, you hear it. Grim, you see it. Jack, you're focused on the road ahead. You're focused on the clippity-cloppity of the horses. The horses look fairly healthy. Y'all been feeding them things?
I figured they probably grazed in the forest we just left.
Sure. Just make sure we're taking care of our horses and everything. Are they getting brushed? How they y'all?
Also, they just left the.
Animals. You can
several days travel.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm just joking. Yeah, I'm assuming you're taking care of the horses.
Yeah.
Something still can definitely happen to them. Horses and carriages don't come as a package all the time, but
we had to do something with all the bodies we leave in our wake. So
fed them to the horses. Yeah. Undead horses. All right. So up ahead, you hear.
Don't pet that one, Jimmy.
Yeah, I know. I caught it. I was paying attention.
Up ahead, Jack, you don't hear anything.
Or see anything, apparently.
Burb also doesn't hear anything. He's focused on the magic book, but Grim and Arlo, you hear it. Grim, you see it. Grim, you see an overturned wagon. You see an overturned wagon on the side
Jack,
of the road.
wait.
Kind of across. It's probably 200 or 300 feet away. You barely see it in the distance. It's kind of off in a field away from the road, and you can see a little bit of smoke coming up from it.
Well, you said Arlo hears this, and there's an overturned wagon up ahead. I'm thinking like the Family Guy thing, where the wagon is actually going.
Oh God, Jack! Go.
Arlo, you hear voices. One of them, or several of them, sound very much like Burb. The way he speaks, the way his voice inflects, very much. They sound very Kinku-like.
Oh no, far.
And then there's one voice in there that you hear, and you hear it saying, "Help! Help! Please! Oh, someone, please help me! They're going to take everything I have. They're going to kill me."
Burb, gets on my back. Jack, take us into that way. And I point to the thing.
Burb confusedly, climbs up. Yeah, and so Jack's going to see that, and you guys go heading over to the car.
I would not. Don't get so close. We should approach on foot, I think.
And so the last thing you hear is, as you approach, you hear, "Oh, it is a wagon! Come, please, help! I don't know if I can hold them back much longer."
Arlo wants to jump off the wagon and kind of run off into the woods a little bit.
All right.
Just straight into the woods, away from this.
I don't want to be in the wagon.
You're kind of in the path is very clear. There wouldn't be much cover in the woods. There's some sparse trees, but it's not quite foresty anymore. I should have mentioned that you've kind of changed locales.
Well, Arlo's kind of a sparse guy.
Okay, so Arlo hops off the wagon and he goes into the thing as you hear someone crying for help in the distance. And with that, I would like to say thank you so much for listening. Thank you for listening to this episode of Dungeon Boys. We really enjoyed it.
It ended too soon.
A little less action this episode than last time, but a lot more role play. Big fan of what the boys are doing with their characters. Big fan of all this stuff. Grim and Jack, very good job with their role play. Burb and Arlo getting some time in. Really enjoying it. If you like this show, please let us know on Twitter. Follow us at Tank Media Games. If you want to help us make it better for as little as $1 per month, please go to patreon.com/tankmedianetwork and consider becoming a patron. And, write a review for us on iTunes if you like the show, etc., etc. Just share it with your friends. If you like D&D and you have friends who like D&D podcasts, hopefully we're something a little bit fresh, a little bit different you can send to them. In the meantime, do all those things, and remember, most importantly, that we love you very much.
Bye. Toodles.
Till next time.